Defendant not guilty or guilty?
Just months after Karen Reed was acquitted of murder in her second criminal trial, the 45-year-old back in a Massachusetts courtroom to face a civil suit.
Nothing like criminal, though. It's unpleasant, but the worst is over for me.
The wrongful death lawsuit alleges Reed plowed into her police officer boyfriend, John O'Keefe, nicknamed JJ, with her SUV while she was drunk, inflicting emotional distress on O'Keefe's family, who filed the case. That includes his teenage niece, Kaylee, who was cared for by O'Keefe after both of her parents died.
She tells Kaylee something happened to JJ. He's dead. He's been hit by a plow. Did I hit him? All to a 14-year-old child woken up from sleep who's already lost two parents.
But Reed's defense maintains she never struck O'Keefe. And in addition to trying to dismiss part of the civil lawsuit, in a surprise move, her defense revealing they plan to pursue their own claims against 10 others for violating Reed's civil rights. Among them, Massachusetts State Police, the town of Canton, investigators, and those who had been at the house party where O'Keefe's body was found in 2022.
Ms. Reed was wrongfully targeted, maliciously prosecuted.
The civil suit had been paused as Reed's murder retrial played out in the national spotlight this summer. Her first trial ended in a hung jury. Ultimately, she was acquitted of the most serious charges and convicted of driving under the influence, for which she was sentenced to 1-year probation. Now, legal experts say the burden of proof is much lower in the civil case, with O'Keefe's family seeking at least $50,000 in damages, while Karen Reed says this time she's going to fight back.
What would you want to be paid to go through what I've been through? That's the number.
And the civil suit also targets the two bars the couple visited shortly before O'Keefe's death for negligently serving alcohol to Reed, who they say was already drunk. The bars have denied any legal responsibility and joined Reed's team in efforts to get parts of the case dismissed. By the way, the judge still needs to determine whether he will let Reed's attorneys introduce 10 other defendants in what he called an already behemoth case. At this point, the judge warns this case will likely trail into 2027, guys.
All right, Emily, thank you. I want to turn to our senior legal correspondent, Laura Jarrett. Good morning. So the civil suit, different than the criminal case, which is gone, and Karen Reed was acquitted. So now the family of James O'Keefe is suing Karen Reed, and she's trying to expand this and kind of make her defense through these counterclaims. Is that likely to be successful with the judge?
So her attorneys say this is all about efficiency. Let's just ball it up in one fell swoop, and then the jury can decide everything at once. But it's really also a strategic choice, guys, because it will slow things down. It means more defendants, more depositions, which she may want. She may want some of that evidence to come out from the people that she says framed her. But the judge may ultimately not go for this, and it's up to him.
In cases like this, I know obviously criminal cases are different than civil cases. Remind us of the bar. What do they have to prove in order to be granted an award of some sort?
Right. So in a criminal case, it's beyond a reasonable doubt. In a civil case, it's much lower. The standard is just a preponderance of evidence, which means more likely than not, over 50% that their claims are true. So both she doesn't have to reach as high of a bar and the family doesn't have to reach as high of a bar. But the judge may just say these issues are different. Wrongful death is different than a civil conspiracy, a cover-up, and that's what she's claiming.
So this is all up to the judge at this point?
This is all up to the judge, and he has complete discretion here.
In cases like this, how do they usually go?
It depends. It depends on the relatedness of the issues, and that's why the judge just may say these are factually different and legally different claims.
She's being sued by the family in a civil case. She could be forced to testify.
She could be forced to testify because, remember, she's been acquitted. So, therefore, she doesn't have the risk of self-incrimination anymore. So she may have to do that, as well as the defendants here. Yeah.
All right. We'll continue to watch it. Laura, thank you.
Hey, thanks for watching. And don't forget, you can catch the Today Show every morning on NBC or take Today when you're on the go. Just follow the Today podcast on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, or wherever you listen.